Yes, okay, now let's do the transition from measure 6 to 7. Okay, so same kind of thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so now let's try to not break between the E and then that next chord there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Again, it will help if we do a little bit of a lift to prepare to go down at the same time, okay? Start at measure 6. Good. Oh, and your, Nisha, your video went out. Oh, there we go. Got it. Okay. Okay, let's try to make the last quarter note of every measure a little bit shorter. That way we have more time to prepare, okay? So let's start at measure 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make that E, the high E, shorter. Okay, so try not to linger there on the E or else we're going to be late for the next measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, your turn.
I'm holding that E like a half note kind of, so it's like we're getting late for the next measure.
Exactly. That's exactly what's happening. Okay? Yes. Yes, that's the idea. Great. Yeah, for some reason these don't look very hard, but they are. So yeah, great work on these. We can check off a sunny parade and a rainy parade. And then let's go ahead and learn the next one in this book, The Crawling Spider. Okay. Yes, okay, yeah, if we have time, we'll get to that one towards the end of the lesson. Okay? So yeah, just hold on to that one. Okay, so the crawling spider, it's not too bad, but we do have sharps and flats. Okay, so in the very first measure, we see both a flat and a sharp. So what is the flat that we see in that first measure? Yes, an E flat, okay? And then next to it we have a sharp, which is what sharp?
F sharp.
F sharp. So yeah, let's go ahead and just write next to it E flat, and then go ahead and write F sharp. So we know that throughout this song, we're going to see E flats and F sharps. And in the right hand as well, you'll see that. E flat and F sharp. Cool. We are in C position, so in C position, left hand 5 is on what?
On the right hand?
Left hand. Left hand 5 goes on what note in the C position?
C.
Left hand 5 goes on C, yeah. Okay, so let's write C on the line. Oh, nice. Did they fill in the one in measure 3?
No.
Okay, so what is that note? That one is C as well. So let's write C there. So really we're in C position, but since we have to play those sharps and flats, we want to already have our fingers prepared on those black keys so that we're ready when we have to play those notes. Okay? So I'm going to put my left hand like this with 3 and 2 already on the black keys. And then same with the right hand. My 3 and 4 is already on the black keys. Ready to go.
Like this?
Yes. Yep, it'll feel a little bit strange at first, but yeah, it's gonna help you be prepared to hit those keys. Okay, so really at the beginning, we just have like an echo effect. So the left hand starts out that melody, and then in measures 3 and 4, they just echo the same thing. Okay, but in the higher octave. Okay, so here's how it starts. We've got 2 measure slurs, so everything is smooth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. Let's try just the first line.
Okay. So we're doing
Yes. Good. And then in measure 5, we're going down from G. So we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And now we've got F natural. Okay. So in measure 5, we just walk down from G. And then in measure 6, what's our very first note in measure 6?
my very first note is F.
Yeah, okay, so from D, we just have to skip up to F. So let's go ahead and mark in a skip mark from D to F there across the bar line, like this.
Okay. So in this one, is the F going to be on a sharp?
No, good question. This one is not sharped because we don't have the sharp symbol next to it, and we don't see any sharps in our key signature, so we assume that it's natural.
Okay.
Okay?
I was just asking because I didn't see it, but it was not totally sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's try 5 and 6, that whole phrase there. 1, 2, 3, rest.
Okay. So just get out of position again. Okay.
Okay.
So
Good, skip.
okay.
Yeah, so we're going from 4 to 2.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, and then we skip up to our F.
1, 2, 3.
Good, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, skip. 1, 2, 3. Good, okay, now let's do the first 3 phrases, okay, and let's also incorporate dynamic differences. So what's our dynamic at the beginning?
Soft.
Yeah, or like moderately soft, a little bit louder than piano. And then we increase to mezzo forte at measure 5. So start off sneakily. And increase there. Okay? Start off mezzo piano. It does sound kind of like a Halloween song. We should have brought this out during Halloween, huh? All right, let's try it. Mezzo piano.
So we're gonna go whole line on the second line.
Let's just do the first 3 slurs. So up until, we'll stop at measure 7. Okay. Oh, and Nisha, I want you to start at the very beginning, and I want you to start mezzo piano. Okay? And then when you get to 5, increase the volume. Okay? Good. Echo. Right hand. Good. A little louder. Nice. Okay, and then measures 7 and 8 are all forte but staccato. So we go G, G, and then we have F sharp and G in the right hand played at the same time. Sounds kind of funky. Try those 2 measures. Yeah, so it's 4 and 5. Let me check your fingers. Are you like this? F sharp and G?
I was playing E flat and F
Oh,
sharp. So.
gotcha. That's why it sounds different. Okay, try it again. Nice. Okay, so if you look at the next 2 lines of this song, you'll notice that they are pretty much the same until you get to measure 16. Okay, so I would like you to at least do all the way up until measure 17 this week. So let's put our little stop sign at measure 17. If you feel like you can and want to or have time, please finish the rest, but my minimum requirement will be to go up to measure 17. Okay, so let's put our date at the top. Today is 1/27. And why don't we also, since Waves Rolling In is short, let's go ahead and do that one real quick, okay? In our, yes, Technique and Artistry, page 26. Okay. Was this one okay? Okay. Yeah, now since this one is a little bit more simple, let's focus on technique. So we're dealing with relaxed wrist, and we want to demonstrate that lifting and dropping technique. So at the beginning of our slur, we want to drop down into the keys, and then at the end, we want to do a lift off. Okay, so demonstrate that. All right? Okay. Good. Nice. Good. And even at the end, we can make it more elegant. And lift off. Here, I can actually show you better at this angle. Okay. So at the end, do this. And then float off. Do just the last 2 measures and float off. Yes, beautiful. Very nice. Okay, so we can check off Waves Rolling. All right, and we have a little bit of a small workload this week with just our crawling spider. Okay, but like I said, if you have extra time, just learn the rest of it. Okay, and then next week we'll get back into our main lesson book. All right, and keep cruising in that one. All right, great job today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week.
You too.
All right, bye.